speak to the traditions and the spirit of the contest between schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. And the Golden Gophers will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Hawkeyes offense will have the football first. Not much in life feels better than really sticking it to your rival, and Iowa did just that against Minnesota a year ago.
They destroyed them, and I think you talked about it for a year. You've heard about it for a year, and rivalry games, they mean more. The emotion's a little bit higher, so if you don't think Palmer, Minnesota's going to be tipped off and ready to rock and roll, you're at the wrong game.
And this game's so important, too, because I think it just sets the tone for Minnesota and Iowa the rest of the year. They play this game in October, and if you win, you can ride the momentum into the rest of the season.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Diaz.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a give to Malton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The play action fake. Got it. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. With the draw, it's Taylor. Finding some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lindsey. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far, and it's passed down, and the uniforms changes and the names change, but it's so cool. The history of this intact, people keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
The short hands, it's Johnson. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Fires quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see, guys,
ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Trying play action. Got a man, it's Helms. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Caught over the middle, it's Tracy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the draw, it's Taylor. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Personal foul. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Tracy. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. Shakes a man, and he might take off. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Setting up the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The run inside. It's Phillips. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another first down. This time he wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from Alton. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
On 3rd down, here's Malton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hawkeyes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. They'll go with Malton. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him this time. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. To throw, it's Lindsey. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The Gophers will take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. He goes right back to the air. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coach Fleck told me at the half he wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these two teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even more energy, because this rivalry game is what energy is all about. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone on defense. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Taylor has it. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. The Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Thompson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the lone back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. The Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fakes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Minnesota! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer. There he goes! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Taylor. Good, solid tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Lets it fly on the move. It's caught. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Taylor has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get him a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Iowa sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening. The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool. If they do call his number, we'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Snags it, and he's open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. Beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football.
Touchdown, Iowa! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. to grab. It's held. And the 45 on its way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Golden Gophers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tracy. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. In the red area, it's Taylor. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They move on top here on the 4th. The Gophers back on top.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your...
Breaks into the open on the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Gophers will take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions. And
he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Gophers back on top.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He's going to let it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. So much to the chagrin of the Iowa